Wisst ihr, welche Top 10 Siegerlieder ihr habt?
Diese suchen wir nämlich. The Winner of Winners.
Welcher ESC-Song ist der beste der Geschichte?
Unser Weihnachtsvoting ab jetzt. Merci, Chérie, der Eurovision Song Contest Podcast aus Oslo, München, Frankfurt, Tel Aviv und Wien.
Mir gegenüber sitzt Marco Schreuder.
Mein Vis-à-vis ist Sonja Riegel.
Und das Thema heute, A Storm Like This.
Wer kann sich noch an den Song erinnern? Was glaubst du? ja. Wie erwähnt, wir wollen es wirklich von euch wissen. Wer ist der Gewinner aller Gewinner oder die Gewinnerin aller Gewinner oder die Gewinner Sternchen-Inner aller GewinnerInnen, von Liz Assia bis JJ, von ABBA bis Loreen. Ihr seid dran. Wir haben uns dieses Voting für diese Weihnacht nämlich uns ausgedacht.
Vielleicht wollt ihr ja noch etwas nachdenken, ein bisschen Zeit habt ihr auch noch, könnt ihr YouTube-Videos anschauen und diese findet ihr auf messicherie.at oder ogae-austria.at. Dort gibt's dann auch das Wertungsformular.
Ja, wir machen das nämlich wieder gemeinsam mit dem Fanclub OGAE Austria. Und ich hoffe mal, dass das Wertungsformular dann schon fertig ist, wenn die Episode erscheint. Wir nehmen jetzt am 6. November auf. Wir arbeiten fleißig dran. Wenn nicht, wir haben auf jeden Fall Infos und wir halten euch auf dem Laufenden.
Wir sind genauso gespannt wie ihr. Nachher plaudern wir mit einer Direktleitung nach Tel Aviv mit einer fixen Größe im israelischen ESC-Universum, nämlich Alon Amir. Der ist derzeit unermüdlich dabei, Interviews zu geben in ganz Europa und sein Thema ist natürlich die Zukunft Israels beim ESC.
Und in der Story am Schluss erzählt Alkis von estnischen oder nicht estnischen Töchtern.
Zuvor haben wir aber gleich 3 Interviews für euch. Wow. Wir reisen mal ein bisschen zurück und zwar in die Jahre 2019, 1986, mein Geburtsjahr, und 1998.
Mein
Alle 3
nein, doch nicht.
Och, ich glaube dir das sofort. Ja, alle Interviews aus diversen früheren Aufnahmen. Das Neueste davon, ich würde sagen, damit fangen wir mal an. Du warst ja bekanntlich bei der Party der OGAE Austria in der Wiener Stadthalle. Wen hast du denn da getroffen?
Victor Crone. Der war 2019 in Tel Aviv mit Storm. Ja, jetzt erinnert man uns wieder, ne? Der Storm Like This, ja genau. Da war er dabei. Was er aber damals, und das nehme ich ihm jetzt gerade krumm, was er damals beim Interview nämlich schon wusste, aber uns noch nicht sagen durfte, dass er wieder beim estnischen Vorentscheid antreten wird nämlich. Und zwar formiert Victor Crone mit Stig Resta, den kennen wir ja auch wiederum, das Duo Stockholm Cowboys, das 2026 bei Eesti Laul antreten wird.
Ja, den Stick kennen wir ja noch vom ESC in Wien 2015 mit dem zweitbesten Duett des Abends, wie ich es immer nenne, weil Norwegen noch schöner war. Aber Eesti Laul, wie du sagst, das Line-Up ist schon da und da sind tatsächlich mehrere ehemalige ESC-Teilnehmer mit dabei. Die ersten haben wir schon erwähnt. Dabei haben wir aber auch Vanilla Ninja 2005 für die Schweiz und Getajani, die wir noch aus Düsseldorf kennen. Und ich kriege dieses 1, 2, 7, 3 nie aus dem Kopf und ja, sie versucht es wieder dieses Jahr.
Ja, ich finde, das sind auch sehr starke Teilnehmer, nämlich der estnischen ESC-Geschichte.
Das sind zumindest welche, an die wir uns sofort erinnern, ne?
Genau. Jetzt kann man das Interview auch ein bisschen mit diesem Unterton hören. Also welchen Subtext hat der Victor Crone denn? Ne?
Da hat er uns eine Aufgabe gegeben. Ja.
Genau, Anfang Oktober in der Wiener Stadthalle, als er noch nicht sagen durfte, dass er antreten wird. Ja, zum einen war das aber auch irgendwie eine ganz interessante Aufnahme, weil ich habe ihn viel später interviewt als die anderen. Er kam nämlich gerade aus der Notaufnahme des Allgemeinen Krankenhauses in Wien, nachdem er nämlich Erdnüsse gegessen hat und da ist er allergisch, worauf er dann bei der ganzen Party nur noch Mr. Peanut genannt wurde. Ja. Aber da steckt der Victor Crone wirklich schnell weg. Ein Schwede in Estland ist eine interessante Geschichte, aber natürlich beantwortet er die Frage auch, ob er noch einmal zurückkehren möchte. Aha. Und ob er für Estland oder Schweden starten will. Aha. Ja, mit dem Wissen heute umso lustiger ist auch, aber lustiger anzuhören. Hier ist Victor Crone. So we have Victor Crone here. Welcome to Vienna.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
I heard you did meet some Viennese peanuts.
Yeah, yes. I've been walking around the venue now, and everyone's calling me Mr. Peanut. So, it's been a quite interesting day. But I'm here, safe and sound. To make the story, I'm allergic to nuts, and we had lunch, me and my girlfriend and my son earlier, and apparently there was probably some traces of nuts. So we took the safe route and went to the hospital, but I'm totally fine.
We were really worried. I was here, and then you came back to do the sound check, and I'm very happy that we see you. Yeah. So, 2019 in Tel Aviv, you came to the final for Estonia with Storm. When you think back, what's the first remembrance you have in mind when you think of Eurovision?
Well, it's different every time, but now when you said it, I remember the opening act. You know, the big flights we walked over. They had
flag parade.
Yes, the flag parade. I remember that one. It's so many memories, but I can't imagine. What is it? 6 years now. It's been. It feels like just a couple of years ago. The first thing that comes to mind is the flight opening act. But it's much.
Many people still don't understand your nationality. Yeah. So, you lived in Estonia that days, but you were originally from Sweden. So tell us, tell your biography, please.
The backstory, yeah. I actually can make it even harder. My last name is Victor Crone, so I actually have some Danish blood in me as well. So it's even harder. But the Estonian part is I met the singer-songwriter Stig Resta, which, fun fact, we're sitting just a couple of 100 meters from when he performed here 2015 and came in, was it 5th place?
Yeah, it was a very good song.
Yeah, crazy good song. I'm going to sing it tonight, actually. So I'm going to honor Miss Resta tonight.
What's the name of the song? Goodbye to Yesterday.
Yes, correct. A great song. But he was in Stockholm, I don't know, remember exactly what year, maybe 2016 or something. And my publisher at the time invited me to meet him, and we wrote a song together and really connected straight away. And he said, you should come to Estonia and write to our artists, and let's start working together. So for a few years I just went there some weekends and working, trying out songs and stuff. Met some really good people, fell in love with the country, and one day we started writing Storm, and Stig said we should it was about the time when you send in the songs to Estland. And he said, we should send this in. And I said, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's try it out. Prior to that, I've been trying to get into Melody Festival and was like, it's probably not happening. And I thought to myself, it's probably not going to happen here either. But it did. And I did the whole thing, and it was such a cool ride. As you know, Eurovision, the whole family is very nice to be in. Although I had some doubts when I remember in Estland, from the jury votes, the jury doesn't seem to like me very much in the in the contest. So I think I was second to last, and then I maybe questioned myself a bit. Why did I do this? But then the people votes came in, and I won the whole thing and went to Tel Aviv and been working with music ever since. So.
So was that the start of your career? Was the Eurovision door opener for you?
A lot of doors, yes. But I was, struggling a bit more. Before that, I was writing a lot of music for other artists, but for myself as well. I did some indie EDM genre, was writing singing myself and stuff like that. But Eurovision definitely opened many doors. So I'm very thankful and humble that I got to do it.
Also here in Vienna, we saw the rehearsals before, and you are the one who shows, there are a lot of Eurovision acts, but I'm standing here with a guitar and doing some music, right? That's something is important for you?
The guitar? Yeah. It's always, I use it daily, especially for songwriting and stuff. Now, it's a bit of a mixed thing when we don't have the live band, so you have to make that work, but I'm probably going to take it off sometime tonight to try to make my moves. I'm not the best dancer, but I know every concert I've been for this Eurovision events, it's always loving and welcoming, and So hopefully Mr. Peanut will leave the guitar for a while tonight.
You really got a new nickname here in Vienna. So what did Victor Crone do after Eurovision? I mean, we have to talk about one single you've done recently anyway, but what have you done the last time?
Since 19?
Yes.
I did Melodifestivalen 2 times. Didn't go all the way, but had a lot of learning to do. And then started writing a lot of music with like that one thing that really opened doors was meeting other producers, other songwriters. So I was really writing a lot of music. Unfortunately, maybe I haven't released that much. It's always like our next one, so I have so many songs just waiting to be. It's how the industry works. Like, so writing, touring, and then Corona hit, and then for me, I think it was a pretty good time to self-reflect a bit, because going into all this goes so fast. And I think for many artists, when I reflect like Melodifestivalen, and then you think things are going to happen, and this is the thing. It's like all the concept, idol and everything. Yes. You get so hyped, oh no, and then it gets calm. And then so in every company, there's always HR, and later. I feel for many artists, it's like always you get that high, and then to stay there, and you need to be mentally like grounded for that, I believe.
Does it work when you're getting a little more experience, also grown a little older?
Oh, definitely. Now it doesn't. It matters, but not that much. Different things in life matter much more, and I think that reflects in my songwriting as well. That's coming. It's like it's more honest in a way, and it's not like pushing yourself to, It's like whatever happens, happens, that kind of thing. Yeah.
When I was researching for this interview, and I was looking, so what songs did he release? What has he done? I found recently you worked with Dotter. Yeah. And you did Cotton Eye Joe. My God, what happened?
I don't know what happened either. It was actually Stig's idea. And we said, okay, let's do it. So he was just fooling around with this old redneck song. And apparently it's Dotter's like favorite childhood song. And then we said, okay, let's just release it. So we met in the studio and recorded it and made some fun videos. And yeah, like I said, just having fun, like doesn't matter as much. So, speaking of that too, me and Stig have started our like own project together, own record label, setting up as we speak. And then, we have our own concept where me and Stig are playing together, and so we'll see what happens there. So there's a lot of different genres to be. Yeah,
we are curious, and I'm really looking forward to hear more. Do you also still write for other artists?
I do. Yeah, I do. It's been some writing for this year's Melodifestivalen, and then a lot of EDM still, and some Swedish artists mostly now, but Swedish and Estonian artists, I would say.
But it does help because the Swedish music industry is quite big, right?
Yeah, definitely, and a lot of good context to get it out in the world. And nowadays it's quite easy to get it out. It's quite it's hard to be heard, but once in a while something sticks out.
Would Victor, Mr. Peanut Crone, like to, or thinks about, would I like to stand on this stage again?
Eurovision stage?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I think so.
Yes,
One day.
Like
Yeah. If
Estonia or Sweden?
Actually, wouldn't matter that much. I would say Estland had a bit more laid-back vibe to it, I would say. Maybe that suits me a bit more. Melodifestivalen is such a big engine that like keeps going. It's such like second. Estland was much more loose in that sense.
There's more variety of music, was my feeling.
Yeah, I love Estland. It's very and really like rooted Estonian music sometimes, and they have a lot of cool acts there. Even though it's every year. 180, 200 songs being sent in, and Melodifestivalen up to 4,000. So, but both contests has their own charm, I would say. Yeah.
So we really would love it to see you again on stage for sure. Maybe with Dotter together. That's the other one we would like to see on stage.
Yeah. Dotter and Stig maybe. We're just
or threesome.
Yeah, threesome. Yes, but Stig hasn't been in this one because. on this stage here?
Yes, he was on the stage. We are in the Stadthalle now, but he was on the big stage.
Yeah, but not the pre-party and stuff like that. No,
I'm not a pre-party goer, to be honest. Yeah,
okay. The big man. Yeah,
I'm too old for that. We always have 3 questions on the end we ask every guest in our podcast. So, sorry, you have to answer these questions.
Okay.
Which song of the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 is still on your playlist?
Oh, I have Tommy Cash. I was in the jury for Estland last year, so I voted him to the final. That's still there. That's one of them. Boda Basta, of course, the Swedish. They're quite similar. It was quite fun that Tommy Cash went before them in the big final.
Who did you think that?
Quite surprising, actually. Yeah. But when I saw it, I understood that it was quite of an underdog in the sense. He has his own style. So. Yes. Yeah. In you, which one is your favorite?
Mine was Chérie from Albania.
Oh, okay.
You can't remember it, probably.
Yeah, well, no. But one song I do remember that was quite surprised that not making it to the final was Australia.
Yes, the middle chick.
Yeah, that was such a performance and a lot of work into it. But that must have been an upset.
This Eurovision.
Yeah, it is.
What have you done the last minutes before you went on stage at Eurovision?
I think I was meditating actually before they took me. I remember it was this back room with a lot of sofas and stuff. I heard the stage just a few minutes, calm myself down, the nerves, and then you get your in-ears, so it's half an hour before, but you really go into your head and trying to prepare. Yeah.
Do you meditate a lot?
Yeah, I do. It's been a bit back and forth. I did it all the time before, but now I have a little son, and life is
It's not easy to calm down.
No, sometimes the diaper.
How old is he?
He's 16 months. 16 months. Yesterday. So, but I still use it a lot. It's good for for life in general.
And then the obvious question: what is your all-time favorite Eurovision entry ever?
Ever? Oh man, that's crazy. Goodbye to Yesterday's, actually, that's why I play it. I really love that song. And so I'm going to say that to you, Stig. Mr. Peanut, to my lovely friend Stig Resta. Goodbye to Yesterday.
Thank you very much. As we say, merci, chérie.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Ist die Laul, sei es mehr so Laid-Back-Vibe, sagt Victor Crone im Interview. Wir sind jetzt schon gespannt, ob er Laid-Back ist und wie weit er kommen wird und ob er 2026 gleich noch einmal in der Wiener Stadthalle auftauchen wird. Aber jetzt, wir haben eine Siegerin zu Gast, Sonja. Wen hast du wo getroffen und wann?
Sie ist eine Siegerin, das heißt, man kann für sie abstimmen in unserem Voting. Fällt mir gerade so auf.
Richtig.
Aber wir wollen euch nicht manipulieren, ihr macht das schon. Nein. Ja, ich war
Entschuldigung.
Vorsicht, Copyright, Vorsicht. Ja. Ich war ja bekanntlich Anfang des Jahres in Oslo bei der Pre-Party. Und da habt ihr schon viele Interviews von gehört, hoffentlich in unserer Folge damals, als wir die aneinander geschnitten haben, was ich so aus Oslo und Amsterdam mitgebracht hatte. Und es ist ja bei diesen Pre-Partys immer so, es sind ganz viele Acts aus dem aktuellen Jahrgang, aber es wird so ein bisschen gemischt. Auch je nach Pre-Party sind auch entweder ein oder andere oder mehrere von ehemaligen Teilnehmern da und dürfen dann da ihre Evergreens schmettern. Ja, und Oslo hatte unter anderem Sandra Kim, Gewinnerin von 1986 da. Und die habe ich mir dann auch gleich mal geschnappt und ein nettes, kurzes Gespräch mit ihr geführt und bitteschön, hier ist es. In 1986, she won the Eurovision Song Contest for Belgium, and now we're here in Oslo for a Eurovision pre-party. I'm here with Sandra Kim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How is it like for you diving back into this Eurovision bubble now and then?
It's always a pleasure to be back in Norway because it's special for me, you know. I won almost 40 years ago in Bergen, that beautiful little city of Norway that I love so much. So it's very special. I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor to be back.
And tomorrow at the pre-party, you're going to sing, of course, your winning song.
Yes, I'm going to sing J'aime la vie, that everybody knows, I hope so. And another one, can I tell it?
Of course.
Of course. I'm going to sing the song that I won, the Masked Singer in Belgium. It's a cover of Sia, Unstoppable. I love that song. So I'm going to...
It's fine, we're here with the microphone.
Everybody talk very loudly. I'm going to sing 2 songs, and I can't wait to be there tomorrow night.
And do you still enjoy singing J'aime la vie after all these years?
Oh, well, honestly, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's quite a bit boring, but it's the song I won for the very first time and the last time for Belgium. So when I have to perform in Belgium, I have to sing that song because people wait for it. So I have to sing it.
And you already mentioned winning in Bergen. So what is your best memory from that Eurovision win?
Everything. The people was very friendly and it was very beautiful. I remember that I ate for the first time salmon. And now I don't like it actually. I hate fish. So, it was very beautiful. I was there with my family. And my parents were very proud of me, so it's very special, yeah.
And how do you think Eurovision has changed since back then?
Oh yes, it changed a lot. I'm proud to used to perform with the 100 musicians. At that time it was live, with my musicians also on stage, but now everything with the computer, the backings are not live. It's too much computer, but it's okay.
There's also this story about your win with your age.
Yes.
Who decided to make you older than you actually were?
Actually, it was the one who wrote the text, because 13 and a half, it was not beautiful to write it. 14 doesn't fix with the melody. So we decided to say 15. That it's not my fault. I used to lie, but it's like that now. But my real age is 52 and not 54.
But with today's rules, you wouldn't even be allowed to compete with 15? The cut is at 16 now.
It's 16, it's not 18. I don't know, actually.
But would you recommend teenagers to go to such an event with so much pressure?
Yes, it's very so much pressure. Yes, you can tell it. It was so much pressure for me also because I was too young. Psychologically, it was I was not ready. And no, I don't recommend to do the Eurovision Song Contest so young. Wait when you have time to go there. So, voilà.
And of course, we're all waiting for Belgium to win again. So, what do you think of this year's contest?
I want to be the. No, I'm kidding. I want to be the only one. No. Maybe this year with Red Sebastian. He's got a beautiful song. He's got such a presence, act. He's red. We'll see.
You also mentioned the Masked Singer, and you also had an album out back then. So what are your new projects now? Where can we hear more from you?
Next week I will be in the studio for new songs with my team, and I have to perform all the summer in Belgium with the musicians, so I can't wait for it.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you. Thanks to you. Merci beaucoup.
Ja, sie mag J'aime la vie nicht, also zumindest nicht immer. Lachs mag sie auch nicht. ESC heutzutage ist auch nicht mehr so doll. Immerhin mag sie Norwegen. Und sie mag es auch offen drüber zu sprechen, auch über ihren Schwindel damals. Und dass die Teenies eher von der Teilnahme abraten würde. Es war alles ganz nett und offen und es gibt auch eine Videoversion davon, wollte ich nur noch mal sagen. Da sieht man sie auch so ein bisschen Augenzwinkern bei der einen oder anderen Antwort. Das vielleicht noch zusätzlich.
Ich kann mich jetzt gerade wieder erinnern, wie ich in Belgien war, so Mitte 2000er, dann war so eine gab es eine Waschmittelwerbung im Fernsehen und sie holte die Wäsche aus der Waschmaschine, alles weiß und sie sang J'aime le blanc oder so ähnlich.
Ja, das ist so ähnlich ist das Lied auch angelegt. Also es ist eher easy listening, würde ich mal behaupten. Ja. Ja, aber sowas muss auch mal gewinnen und sowas ist nett und auch das haben wir sofort alle im Kopf und sie reflektiert das ja auch sehr nett, finde ich. Wir haben schon gesagt, 3 Interviews, das heißt, da fehlt noch eins. Marco, was haben wir denn noch?
Sagt dir der Song Tochter-Gespann noch was?
Ich sag einfach mal ganz selbstbewusst ja.
Ja, Tochter-Gespann war nämlich der Song, den die polnische Band Sixteen 1998, damals als Dana International gewann, in Birmingham gesungen hat. Diese Gruppe löste sich wirklich danach ziemlich aus tragischen Gründen wieder auf, weil der Frontmann oder wie sagt man, der Mastermind dann relativ rasch gestorben ist, darüber reden wir auch gleich. Aber die Frontsängerin Renata Dąbkowska, die war Anfang dieses Jahres in München bei der Gala der OGA Germany und dort haben wir sie interviewt. Also dieses Interview ist von Jänner 2025. Viel Vergnügen. We have Renata Dąbkowska here. I hope I said it right.
Said it right. Yes, very, very good. Dąbkowska, Renata Dąbkowska.
So just that the listeners know who we have here. You were the front singer of the band called Sixteen, who represented Poland in the 1998 Eurovision Song Contest.
Yes, that's right.
To takie proste.
To takie proste. It was so nice experience for me. So big time. And I will remember it always, all my life, because it was probably the biggest party, the biggest show, the biggest concert, the biggest concert event in my life so far.
It is now. I'm sorry to tell you, it's 27 years ago. How does it feel? How does it feel? Does it feel like it has been yesterday, or does it feel for you like a long time ago?
It has been like yesterday, because I'm inside me, my soul, my heart is so young still. I feel like that girl. And nothing changing inside me, but of course I work in different way now with children, like a pedagogy, like a therapist, and I performed. I still performed, and I'm the same girl.
Do you show the children your Eurovision entry? Do you show them?
Oh, the person of them, the parents of them sometimes said, "Oh, Pani Renato, Mr. Renata, it was you. It is you now. You performed on Eurovision. It's your song. Yeah. No, they recognize me, and sometimes the situations are very funny. Very, I was surprised. But of course, I'm singing every day for my children. Yeah.
But the start of your career with the band 16 was quite a promise, right? Already before Eurovision, you had the album Lava in Poland, which was a huge success.
Yeah, but it was a short career because our leader, Jarek Pruszkowski died. After, yes, short time after Eurovision, and it was so sad, and the band split it up, and we go our private way.
But what I mean was the start was with Lava, and you had even platinum in Poland.
It was huge.
Success.
Yes, huge success in Poland. We were chosen to be represent Poland. Oh, sorry for my English.
It's all right. We have a translator here if there's a problem.
Yeah, but I want to do my own.
So, to takie proste, as I know now. I don't speak Polish, which I'm very sorry about. But what is the song about?
About love. Like
surprise.
Every songs, I have such idea that every songs are about love. I think. To takie proste, it's so simple. When we like a couple, when we like a family, when we like a people have a problem. This song said, please just hug me and stay with me just a moment, relaxed, and everything will be good. It's my interpretation. It's so simply. Sometimes we complicate it. We complicated our life, our relationships. For what?
So at the end, it was the 17th place at Eurovision. Do you think it was a bit of a disadvantage to be the singer before Dana International?
No. We all know that the Dana International is jakie zjawisko?
Superstar, so called.
Yes.
This is the Eurovision superstar she was that year, right?
Oh, she's still, jak się mówi, że zabrała całe...
She take all stage, like unusual diva, like superstars.
She's still all the show, she's still, because...
She was so present on stage.
Yes, she manifested woman energy, woman, beautiful, and I think people know that the Dana could win. Of course, we were notes like a third, fourth, or fifth place, but the life is the life. 17 is nice number.
Exactly, I see the same.
Yeah, I was so sad about French in that year. I loved them, their song. I loved their song, and she they got only 3 points. I was so sad because I loved them. Yeah.
We already talked about it that Jaroslav Pruszkowski then died and the band ended.
Yeah.
There was another band called 1617 that continued.
The band consists of ex-members of 16, I started my solo career and I tried to reach reach the top. And
I wanted to talk about your solo career, of course. You made 2 albums, right, after that?
I could use the name 16 for next 2 years. But I decided, and I asked my manager didn't do it, because I want to, after Jarek died, I decided to start my solo career. I think it couldn't be the same without him. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me. And I decided and asked about my solo album. And they agree, and I have one next after a few years. Yeah.
Beside that, you just told us that you not only perform, but you work with children in Warsaw. So what are you doing there, or where do you do that?
Yeah. I started 11 years ago. my new life way. I started work in a special kindergarten, therapist kindergarten, like a teacher, like a music therapist, like a therapist, and.
But this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's difficult also. At the same time, it's beautiful and so difficult because you need to. I heard some sentence. If you met people with autism, you've met only one people with autism because every person with autism is completely different. You need to know like every cosmos. Yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for a person who started work, and now I'm very experienced, and it's a bit easier because I know a lot of.
But this is wonderful, really. Maybe you join with some children once at your Junior Eurovision, representing Poland.
People with autism disorder, they have sometimes they are very talented.
I know.
Yeah, in different areas. It's a gift. Difficult to live for other people, for society. In society, it's difficult for them, but it's amazing.
I think you do a wonderful job and a very important job. I'm impressed by that, to be honest. Yeah. We always have the final 3 questions at the end. We ask every guest in our show. You are not prepared, so it will be fun for us. Did you follow Eurovision 2024? And if so, is there still a song on your playlist?
I didn't see the Eurovision in 2024.
What have you done the last minute before you entered the Eurovision stage?
Oh, in my mind, in my head, I had millions words, million % of feelings. No. Emotions. I'm so excited, but I love that moment because finally I can do that. I love when I performed another concerts. I love that moment. Finally, let's.
You're focusing the energy, or what are you doing?
Pozwólcie mi. Let me to do that. So I'm like a volcano probably in my green dress.
You're ready to explode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel that.
Which song in the Eurovision history is your all-time favorite song?
Favorite? Oh, Salvador Sobral.
Salvador Sobral.
That song live in my heart. So
Amor pelos dois.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Sorry, but it's my type of music, the best type of music.
I understand that completely. I love the song too. So.
Of course, I like a lot of songs from Eurovision competition, but probably I don't remember them. And when I hear them, I know, and I'm dancing. I'm sure I'm dancing.
Yes, thank you, Renata, for joining us and that you've been here.
For your patience.
That's all right. Thank you and dziękuję and merci, Chérie.
Chérie, yeah, merci.
Merci, Chérie plaudert mit Alon Amir.
Ja, die Diskussionen über Israels Teilnahme beim Eurovision Song Contest 2026 spitzen sich ja zu, nach wie vor. Der derzeitige Waffenstillstand dieses Krieges in Gaza rund um den 7. Oktober ist jetzt zumindest während dieser Aufzeichnung noch aktiv. Also wir haben jetzt einen Waffenstillstand und keinen Krieg mehr. Die Generalversammlung der EBU wird am 4. und 5. Dezember stattfinden. Und einer, der derzeit unermüdlich in allen Medien Europas auftaucht und Interviews gibt, also wirklich viele, ist Alon Amir. Er ist nicht nur in Israel quasi als Mister Eurovision bekannt. Ja, herzlich willkommen, Alon Amir.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. Danke.
Alon Amir ist seit 30 Jahren in der Eurovision-Welt beheimatet. Er war Executive Producer israelischer Beiträge, hat in verschiedenen Delegationen gearbeitet und war viele Jahre Head of Press, nicht nur für die israelische Delegation, aber schon hauptsächlich, aber auch eben zum Beispiel für Belarus oder die Slowakei. Außerdem managte er Anne-Marie David, war in zahlreichen europäischen Vorentscheiden der Juror für die israelischen Punkte und ist Autor von 2 Büchern. Eines davon gibt es übrigens auch in englischer Übersetzung. Den Link zum Buch 3 Minutes of Eternity findet ihr in den Shownotes.
I've written 2 novels based and inspired by my many years of experience in the Eurovision. The first one was translated into English, that's 3 Minutes of Eternity, and Dutch. And the second was translated into English but wasn't released yet in English, but it was also was supposed to be translated to Swedish and was supposed to have been released in Sweden, but it was cancelled because of the war. You know, I'm Israeli and stuff like that, so yeah.
Ja, damit sind wir auch schon beim Thema Canceln. Es gibt viele Stimmen, die Israel vom ESC ausschließen wollen. Alon Amir kritisiert die vielen falschen Urteile über Israel aus seiner Sicht und sieht eine der Ursachen dafür in der Generation Z.
Mainly Gen Z, they think what's happening on TikTok. And it's a trendy thing, whatever. So we're used to, no matter what we'll do, we're wrong. And obviously, you know, anti-Semitism. So yeah, I've given so many interviews. I think now we don't care anymore. It's like, we'll do what we need to do. We are being threatened. We were attacked. We didn't want this war. And we need to do what we need to do in order to protect ourselves. So people can criticize us. And people, by the way, can criticize the Israeli government. We're doing that. They've made plenty of mistakes. But, yeah, you know, no matter what we'll do, we're always wrong.
Er weist außerdem darauf hin, dass beim ESC nicht Regierungen teilnehmen, sondern Rundfunkanstalten.
People need to understand the contest is not between the countries, it's between the broadcasters. And there's a separation between countries and broadcasters. No one asked to remove the UK when they invaded Afghanistan and Iraq 20 years ago. Nobody claimed they were, nobody said they were doing genocide, which, 500,000 people in Afghanistan, civilians, were killed in the war there.
Wie geht es jetzt eigentlich dem öffentlich-rechtlichen Sender Kan aus seiner Sicht mit der derzeitigen Regierung in Israel?
We have a shitty government. Most of us are against the Israeli government, and we want to get rid of Netanyahu. That's the first thing. Kan the broadcaster is an independent entity which criticizes all the time the Israeli government. So they're independent. So they have nothing to do with the Israeli government. So I don't really understand why people are calling to boycott Israel and to remove us from Eurovision. I really honestly don't understand why.
Nun gab es aber auch Kritik, dass Kan selbst den Wettbewerb mit den vergangenen beiden Beiträgen auch etwas zu sehr politisch überladen hätte. Wie sieht Alon Amir das?
Eurovision mirrors sometimes what a country is going through because it's such a huge stage. We've seen other countries sending songs with political message, but they're not really political, but they're reflecting what's happening. I mean, Israel had done that before with many songs. Ukraine did that in 2005. They sent the unofficial anthem of the Orange Revolution. Nobody said anything, but this is, the two-faced Europe, when a lot of countries are allowed to do things, but when Israel does it, that's wrong. That's not okay. And for me, it's being anti-Semitic. I can't help but thinking that, when you're targeting only Israel on something, well, that's being just anti-Semitic. So if you're fine being anti-Semitic, good for you. Nowadays, it's not okay to be anti-Semitic. So you're anti-Israel. That's the new anti-Semitic, anti-Zionist. So Ukraine did that. Many other countries did that.
We had the Armenian genocide song here in Vienna, 2015.
Yeah, I'm saying so. Exactly. So a lot of countries are using the platform, and we've been through in the last 2 years the most horrible thing we've been through since the Holocaust. And obviously the songs reflect on what we're going through. New Day Will Rise. It's actually and kind of optimistic song which says, it will get better. So and Hurricane, or the original October Rain, listen, it's what we've been through, so we're singing about it. In 2009 I was the head of press with Ahinoam Nini and Mira Awad, right after a war with Gaza, and the song was very political, but it was There Must Be Another Way, about coexistence, about peace, about living side by side, about forgiving one another, recognizing one another. And nobody said anything. We had the support of Sir Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Gibt es in Israel eigentlich auch Stimmen, die sagen, na, wenn sie uns nicht haben wollen, dann gehen wir halt nicht hin?
Some people are saying we don't need Eurovision, and we explain that it's not just Eurovision. It could be the beginning. We can say, oh, we don't need Eurovision, they don't want us, let's not take part. But that would end up us being kicked off everything, because people won't really understand that we chose not to take part. They would think we got kicked off Eurovision. So vast majority of people do want to be part of Eurovision. Israel is a small country. We're not, in any given year, we're not really liked. So for us, it's a big thing, more than it should be. Because for one evening, Eurovision should unite people, which it doesn't really unite Europe, but it does unite Israel, the Israeli people, because for one evening, it's us against Europe, and it unites Israelis, and it's a fun thing at the end of it. So a lot of us do want to take part. Even the Israeli president is acting for us to be part of it and not to be kicked off Eurovision. So it's a big deal here.
Es ist ja nicht ganz so, dass es Israel gegen Europa wäre. Europa selbst ist gespalten. Es gibt Länder wie Österreich und Deutschland, die sich klar für Israels Teilnahme aussprechen. Andere, etwa Spanien, Slowenien, die Niederlande, Irland, Island, sind in unterschiedlichem Ausmaß sehr dagegen. Und wieder andere verhalten sich neutral, wollen aber auch nicht gegen einen Ausschluss stimmen. Das haben wir zum Beispiel aus Dänemark so vernommen oder Australien. Wie sieht Alon diese Entwicklung und wie könnte das am Ende ausgehen?
First of all, let's say that if someone doesn't want to take part and boycott Eurovision because of Israel, they're allowed to do that. Let's remind people that back in the 60s, when Spain won the Eurovision and hosted it in 69, Austria didn't take part because of the Franco regime. So it's okay to say we take a stand, and if Israel is being part of Eurovision, we're out. That's fine. I understand that. Your prerogative. In my opinion, Slovenia and Spain will be out. They were very vocal about Israel. It seems like Israel will take part. I'm 99.9% sure that Israel will take part. Again, there is no reason and there's no excuse to exclude Israel because it's the Israeli broadcast. So I think we will take part. I think Netherlands, Ireland, Iceland will take part. With the new returning countries, there will be 2 semifinals. I think the EBU, I think that's my guess, working really hard to bring back countries. I think we will see more in the next few days. My guess is the fee will be reduced because they want to show other countries that they can be replaced. Having said that, Slovenia, nobody cares. Spain is the problem here, but again, it's their prerogative. I think it's okay for them to take a year off, think about what they've done. I think they should be punished for bringing politics into Eurovision. The fact that the EBU thought about voting, should Israel be part or not? Crisis management is not a strong side of the EBU. It shouldn't have come to that because that means that the EBU is politicizing itself, which is against of what they're supposed to be for. So that was really wrong. There should have been a vote in November, which is now cancelled, obviously, because the war is over. So I think Slovenia and Spain, which led everything, should be punished and should be kicked off Eurovision for at least a year for politicizing the contest. And I think the EBU should take a crisis management person to help them because not just with Israel, with the Dutch singer, which was disqualified, and it took them more than 24 hours to say anything about it. And they need a crisis management person to help them because they don't know how to manage that.
Wie hat Alon die Aussagen von JJ wahrgenommen, als meinte, würde einen ESC ohne Israel bevorzugen?
First of all, he's entitled to his opinion. I disagree with him. You know, it reminds me of Loreen when Sweden hosted the contest. I think Loreen tweeted a day before the contest that should Israel win, she would not be giving the award to the Israeli singer. I think she said that. And again, crisis management, I think the EBU and SVT should have said to her, get on the plane, go back to Stockholm. You don't get to perform. You don't get to do anything anymore. You don't get to decide what to do here. It's not up to you. And she was allowed to perform. So it kind of set the tone that everyone can say whatever they want about whatever they want. In 2024, we saw a lot of singers attacking the Israeli singer, bullying her. I have friends from the Israeli delegation. They told me what was happening there, what they've been through. You know, we said Eurovision should unite, but it was bullying the Israeli delegation. And JJ, you know, I don't know what he understands, what he knows. Gen Z is very in to hate Israel, and they don't really understand how complicated this conflict is. So he can say whatever he wants, but he should be accounted for it. And if he's fine or prefers a Eurovision without Israel, maybe Eurovision would be better without him in Austria and not allowing him to perform, for example.
Und welchen Beitrag kann Alons Meinung nach das Gastland Österreich in dieser aktuellen Situation leisten?
Austria, the broadcaster and the government done more than enough. In our opinion, we are amazed, pleasantly amazed by the reaction of ORF and the Austrian government. And it's really nice to see that people and organizations are understanding Eurovision and that Israel should be part. And they're saying something like, we will not host should Israel be eliminated, or we can't see a situation where Israel is not part of Eurovision. And that's really nice, not just from the Austrian broadcaster, but also the German one. That's really nice. And we really appreciate that. Really, very much. Yeah, thank you for that.
Ja, wir wissen jetzt, dass 3 Länder zurückkehren werden. Beim Gespräch mit Alon Amir wussten wir noch von 2. Sollen ja Moldau, Rumänien und Bulgarien kommen zurück. Vielleicht werden es ja auch noch mehr. Momentan gibt es ja Gerüchte um Kanada, aber über Gerüchte wollen wir hier ja nicht reden. Kann es sein, dass die EBU sich dieses Jahr diesbezüglich besonders bemüht hat, wie Alon das sagt?
Kann sein, wir wissen es natürlich nicht, weil wir diesen Einblick nicht haben. Ich glaube aber, dass das, wie es passiert ist, zumindest der EBU sehr entgegenkommt. Und Israel natürlich auch. Weil gerade diese Länder, die dachten, sie machen jetzt Druck oder die versucht haben, Druck zu machen, ihr habt es ja eben auch aufgezählt, die haben womöglich gedacht, da schließen sich ganz viele an und dann, wenn Israel teilnimmt, wird es gar keinen echten ESC mehr geben oder dann, keine Ahnung, werden nur noch 5 Länder teilnehmen, so übertrieben gesprochen. Und wenn jetzt Länder sagen, wir kommen zurück und das eben nicht an Bedingungen knüpfen, sondern klar machen, wir sind einfach wieder dabei.
Und wir sind froh darüber, ja genau.
Genau,
ja.
Dann nimmt das den Druck aus der Sache, dann nimmt das raus, was irgendwie diese Länder erreichen wollten mit ihrem, wir nehmen aber nur teil, wenn Israel rausgeht und so. Deswegen glaube ich, es kommt der EBU zu Pass, es wird auch Israel zu Pass kommen. Und es ist natürlich grundsätzlich betrachtet, finde ich es immer wieder schön, wenn es diese Vielfalt gibt. Also die Länder, die da jetzt zurückkommen, ich glaube, bei jedem hat man irgendwie 1, 2, 3, weiß ich nicht, wie viele coole Beiträge von denen im Kopf, auch aus der tatsächlich jüngeren Geschichte, weil alle 3 ist ja jetzt noch gar nicht so lange her, dass sie zuletzt dabei waren.
Ja.
Es ist dann zwar so hinten raus bei manchen ein bisschen ausgelaufen, wo man schon gemerkt hat, okay, der letzte Beitrag war jetzt nicht mehr so dieser mit Nachdruck, der wirklich was konnte, so gerade wenn ich an Rumänien und Bulgarien denke. Also da lief das schon hinten raus ein bisschen aus, dass man dachte so, okay, jetzt lasst ihr aber eure Künstler ganz schön verhungern, die ihr da geschickt habt. Aber wenn die jetzt wirklich mit Nachdruck und Bock wiederkommen, dann hat ja auch der ganze Wettbewerb was davon und die Vielfalt des Wettbewerbs, die musikalische. Deswegen kommt es erstmal, glaube ich, allen zugute in diesem Wettbewerb und es nimmt ein bisschen Druck raus.
Vielleicht ist ja Pause machen für manche Länder oder für manche Sender, weil man sich jetzt nicht mehr so sicher ist oder es auch so ein bisschen so eine Sinkkrise ist, was Eurovision bedeutet. Ja, auch gar kein so ein großer Fehler. Macht ja nichts. Man kann ja auch auf einmal pausieren. Österreich hat das auch gemacht und kam dann nach dem Sieg von Lena wieder zurück nach Düsseldorf. Und ich finde Nadine Beiler, das war einfach ein schöner, ich meine, das war sehr kitschig und das war sehr Disney, aber es war ein schönes Comeback. Es war auch ein glitzerndes Comeback. Also ich fand das in dem Moment auch richtig so. Ja. Und dann hat es gar nicht lange gedauert. 2014 haben wir schon wieder gewonnen. Ja. Also so gesehen denke ich, ist es auch gut. Ich bin gespannt, ob jetzt noch mehr Länder kommen werden. Ich kann alles unterstreichen, was du gesagt hast. Wenn ich mir noch ein Land aussuchen dürfte, dann wäre es natürlich für die Klangfarben, wäre das schon Türkei und Ungarn, aber da glaube ich es politisch sowieso nicht. Aber dann wäre das schon Bosnien und Herzegowina, hätte ich wahnsinnig gerne wieder dabei.
Ja, es ist natürlich, gibt's sehr viele Dimensionen bei dem allen. Bei Türkei denke ich das auch schon ewig, also einfach die Klangfarbe. So, das hat ja auch den ESC zwischendrin sehr geprägt. Und das ist dann schade. Andererseits denkt man dann, okay, weiß ich nicht, wie sehr würde sich die Regierung dann in Anführungszeichen einmischen, in was geschickt wird. Und am Ende müssen wir immer drüber nachdenken, wenn die gewinnen, was kriegen wir dann vor Ort für eine Show und so. Deswegen bin ich da auch zwiegespalten, aber rein musikalisch, was wir eben gesagt haben, hätte ich die Türkei immer gerne dabei, auf jeden Fall. Und ich kenne da einen Zahnarzt, der vielleicht antreten würde.
Ja, jedenfalls danken wir Alon ganz herzlich für das Gespräch und wie wir immer sagen, merci, Chérie.
Merci, Chérie, die kleine Song-Contest-Geschichte am Schluss. Und unser Alkis ist wieder da. Und er hat uns eine kleine Song-Contest-Geschichte mitgebracht, oder Alkis?
Aber natürlich habe ich euch was mitgebracht. Victor Crone als Schwede, der in Estland ein bisschen Karriere gemacht hat und zum Song-Contest geschickt worden ist nicht der einzige Ausländer, den Estland jemals geschickt hat. Im Gegenteil, wir wissen natürlich, dass zum Beispiel Dave Benton den Eurovision Song Contest 2001 zusammen mit Tanel Padar und 2XL mit dem Song Everybody den Eurovision Song Contest auch gewonnen hat. Dave Benton konnte ja damals noch kein Estnisch, das hat er erst danach gelernt. Was allerdings auch interessant war, ist, dass sich Geschichte ein bisschen wiederholt. Ich habe ja vor längerer Zeit einmal die Geschichte erzählt von Jacques Pils und seiner Tochter Jacqueline Boyer, die hintereinander beim Song Contest teilgenommen haben, wobei Jacqueline Boyer dann tatsächlich auch gewonnen hat. Ähnliches geschah auch in Estland. 2001 hat Dave Benton beim Vorentscheid mitgemacht. 2019 hat Victor Crone mitgemacht und wurde nach Tel Aviv geschickt. 2020 hat Unsere damals gewonnen. Wie wir alle wissen, 2020 fand dann kein Song Contest statt. 2021 wurde der Vorentscheid dann wiederholt. Für Unsere wurde ein Platz reserviert. Er durfte automatisch teilnehmen, er musste nicht erst durch eine Jury durch. Unsere gewann mit The Lucky One den Vorentscheid. Er hat damals 15 Punkte insgesamt gehabt, 12 Punkte von den Televotes, 3 von der Jury. Zweiter, ebenfalls mit 15 Punkten, war Juri Potsman. 8 Punkte aus den Televotes, 7 von der Jury. Dritte wurde Sissi mit Time. Wie gesagt, 15 Punkte. Allerdings nur 3 aus den Televotes. Und damit wurde sie Dritte. Sissi ist natürlich niemand anderes als die Tochter von Dave Benton. Und das war meine kleine Geschichte am Schluss.
Ja, Estland. Ich freue mich schon auf Esti Laul, das muss ich mir noch in meinem Kalender eintragen. Ich sehe es schon kommen. Ja. Dann wird dann ganz ein Name gewinnen, wahrscheinlich, den wir noch nicht kennen. So irgendwie.
Das sind auch schwierige Fußstapfen dieses Jahr.
Ja, das stimmt. Auf jeden Fall weiß ich nicht, wie man es auf Estnisch sagt, aber ich weiß, wie man es auf Österreichisch sagt, nämlich Merci, Chérie.
Missing Link